If you think refinancing during divorce is the same as refinancing any other time, you're about to get blindsided. Divorce refinances aren't just about numbers. They're about navigating emotional and financial landmines that no lender's checklist can prepare you for. On paper, a refinance looks simple. New loan, new rate, fresh start. But in real life, it's rarely that clean. Lenders don't see heartbreak. They see instability. They don't see your courage or the chaos you survived. They see risk. Divorce puts your income, assets, and timelines under a microscope, and that alone can shake your financial credibility. Add one uncooperative ex to the mix, and suddenly what was supposed to be a step towards freedom turns into another round of conflict. I've seen women come in hopeful, thinking that this finance would be the moment they'd finally take control. They gather their documents, meet deadlines, and breathe a sigh of relief, only to find the entire process stalling because their ex won't sign one single piece of paper. Sometimes it's not even about the house. It's about control. It's about watching you struggle. That missing signature becomes the last tool they have to keep you emotionally tethered. And by the time you realize that, you've invested money, time, and energy into something that feels more like punishment than progress. That's the part no one warns you about. The mortgage company doesn't mediate the emotional war zone that sits behind those loan documents. They just see signatures or lack of them. And let's talk about the timing. Divorce refinances move to the beat of multiple clocks, court dates, settlement deadlines, and lender requirements that often conflict with one another. You could be ready to close only for a judge's decision to delay the process for weeks or even months. Meanwhile, your rate lock expires, your approval changes, and your stress climbs through the roof. You start wondering how something that was supposed to give you peace now feels like another way to lose ground. Because in truth, refinancing during divorce isn't just financial paperwork. It's emotional warfare wrapped in bureaucracy. Every delay, every email, every "we're waiting on one more document" can start to feel like a replay of the very dynamics you're trying to escape. But I want you to hear me clearly. Awareness is power. It isn't about scaring you. It's about helping you see what's really happening behind the curtain. When emotions, ego, and equity collide, logic takes a backseat. And if you walk into a refinance believing it's just about rates and numbers, you might miss the emotional traps that can cost you your peace, your credit, and your confidence. I've watched strong women with good credit, good income, and good intentions still get trapped because no one told them how volatile this process can be when the person on the other side of the table wants to see them struggle. I've been that woman. If you're in the space right now, trying to hold it all together, while the system seems determined to pull it apart, pause and breathe. You're not crazy for feeling overwhelmed. You're not failing because it's hard. You're navigating something most people will never understand. What looks like paperwork to outsiders is really about reclaiming your identity and autonomy. That's why I say this isn't just about refinancing. It's about resilience. It's about learning to recognize when a solution is actually a trap in disguise. So before you assume this process is simple, take a back seat. Look at the bigger picture. Ask yourself not just, can I qualify, but is this structure protecting my peace? Because at the end of the day, peace is the real payoff. Freedom isn't found in the loan. It's found in the clarity that comes from understanding the game before you play it. Don't let this process blindside you. Learn how to navigate it wisely. It's your girl Tisha, your real estate strategist of choice.